The Vietnam National Institute of Ophthalmology in Hanoi is the leading eye hospital in northern Vietnam. Dr. Cho is one of the ophthalmologists who works here. She recently received specialized training to manage retinoblastoma, a deadly form of eye cancer. Each month, Dr. Cho sees around 400 outpatients and performs up to 50 surgical procedures on children. In December 2015, Dr. Cho diagnosed retinoblastoma in 2-year-old Bung. Bung and her older sister Vung live in a small village in the mountains of northern Vietnam. They're from the Hmong ethnic minority group, for whom Vietnamese is not their native language.
Từ tháng 1 năm 2015 là em bắt đầu thấy con có trong mắt nó có dấu hiệu là xuất hiện đỏ, thì em mang xuống khám tại trạm. Đấy thì em xuống trạm thì trạm khám thì trạm bảo là không, mắt của cháu không có vấn đề. Thế là em đưa xuống huyện, thì huyện bảo là mắt của cháu thì vẫn là đau mắt đỏ thôi, không sao, cứ kê thuốc về nhà cha cho nó 2-3 tuần là đỡ. Thế là em lấy thuốc về em tra 1 tuần không khỏi thì em lại xuống khám tiếp. Thế thì bác sĩ ở dưới huyện nó mới bảo là mắt của cháu là không có vấn đề gì, thì bên đấy không có máy móc để khám thì không rõ nguyên nhân, thì em bác sĩ lại kê thuốc cho em về tra 1 tuần không khỏi thì em lại xuống xá xin giấy chuyển viện. Vào trong đấy được hôm thứ 2 đến hôm thứ 4 thì chiều hôm thứ 4 thì bác sĩ bên đấy chuyển xuống về bệnh viện mắt Trung ương.
Mỗi cú sai ta hay thì chồng hay khu lo chú lo này, chồng hay trong tàu này rồi ta khu lo này, cú thật sai ta ở đây tôi cho một ý nhận nó chứ, chồng ở lo ha cho một ít thiên nhà đi, vô chồng một khu lo này cho một bác sĩ khu cho bao nhiêu là khu tao nó sẽ cú rất thật sai rồi chứ, rất nhẹ chứ một ý nhận nó chứ, một khu lo cũng nhiều này, cú thật sai sữa. Mỗi hai ta khu lo hết này cũng rất dân chủ thấy là rồi cũng thật thấy ở bên này, bữa ta bữa有么ở海số này cũng ra thật thấy.
The patient Bang, she came here for the red eye in the right eyes, and when we do examination, we saw is a two eye. Both eye has a tumor, but the right eye is a very advanced retinoblastoma.
In January 2016, Bung's right eye was removed as it had already been destroyed by the tumour. 2 months later, Bung, her father Te, and her older sister Vung returned to Hanoi for a follow-up examination. Bung's examination is overseen by Dr. James Muki, who is training his colleagues at the eye hospital.
Now, how about, I think, supranasal seems to be one of the... So a year ago, the parents noted that one of the pupils was white, which is always a suspicion of retinoblastoma, right? And they were told by the local doctor that nothing to do, just keep a watch on things.
Yes.
But a year later, there was obviously some bleeding from the tumour, and the father noticed that the eye had gone red, brought the baby in to see you, and so we noticed then that there was retinoblastoma, big tumour involving the right eye. So that eye has now been removed.
Yes.
Yep. So the second eye has one tumour, only one smaller tumour, and has now had 2 cycles of chemotherapy. And so today we're going to have a look and see whether there's been any response to the chemotherapy. Okay, let's have a look. So there's just one tumour. It's starting to show some signs of regression following the chemotherapy. So we'll do some cryotherapy today, then 2 more cycles of chemotherapy, and then do some more cryotherapy depending on how it's looking.
Bây giờ lại xử lý cái vết cam này. Ôi, nó ỏng ảnh như mình không có con gái.
And the squid. We've just done some freezing treatment to that single tumour that's in the good eye. It's away from the central vision area, so hopefully that will help knock the tumour on the head. The baby needs to have some more chemotherapy, and hopefully we'll keep that eye and also keep good vision in that eye, which is very important. The chance of a brother or sister being involved is about 2%, so it's quite low risk. But you advise the parents that we should check the sibling who is 4 years old.
So I do the EUA, and I found that there are one tumor in the right eye in her older sister.
That afternoon, while Bung recovers from the anesthesia, Dr. Muki and Dr. Cho meet with Te and discuss his family's medical history.
The fact that this man's 2 children both have retinoblastoma, he must be carrying the gene.
Yes.
And one presumes that his uncle also died of retinoblastoma. The gene must be being passed down through the family. But it seems as though he did not manifest the disease because there's no history of retinoblastoma in this man. But it certainly sounds like there's the mutation in the family. This is a genetic form of retinoblastoma which is being passed down, but it's not manifesting in every family member. So it's interesting. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 siblings, and none of them had retinoblastoma, but one died at 1 month of age. We don't know what. So
and the child of his elder brother has some problem in the eye, but we don't know what exactly.
We don't know what, but I think it's important that we need to examine his eyes for sure. We also need to send him for genetic testing and
now we already do the genetic. We already collect the blood.
Good.
Yes.
Excellent. But we don't have an answer yet.
Not
yet. Take some time. Okay, sure.
The next morning,
up to the left.
Te returns to have his eyes examined for possible tumours.
Straight across to the left.
No tumours were found. The following day, Dr. Cho meets with Te and his daughters.
Nhá, thành ra là sẽ vẫn lại mang cả hai bạn. Thì đến đây thì vẫn còn cái bảo hiểm y tế, vẫn còn cái xét nghiệm như thế. Thì chỉ nhập viện xong rồi cả hai bạn lại làm như ngày hôm qua nhá. Thì chị làm trong cùng một ngày luôn. Xong đấy cho ra viện này thì một bạn lại đi về tiếp, còn một bạn lại sang viện nhi. Đấy như lần này nhá, bạn này chỉ cần làm 2 lần là được, còn bạn này thì sẽ phải hết 6 đợt hóa chất và theo dõi tiếp, còn bạn này chỉ cần 2 lần. Xong sau đấy thì kết thúc 6 đợt thì mới bắt đầu lại cả hai bạn xuống khám lại. Nếu cần thì làm tiếp, còn nếu không
ở chỗ kia bảo là phải xin cái giấy hẹn được hưởng bảo hiểm đó thì mấy cô
phải sang C106
nhưng mấy cô để bảo.
The next morning, Te brings a sleepy Bung to the children's hospital for her life-saving treatment. Dozens of young children from all over northern Vietnam are also in the hospital, receiving various forms of treatment. After the chemotherapy, Te and his daughters begin their long journey home. It's a 10-hour overnight bus ride to the mountains. At the end of the long bus journey, Te and his daughters are met by family members on motorbikes who then drive them home along narrow bitumen roads and then even narrower dirt tracks. This is the only way to get to their village home. "18 months later, Bung returns with her father and sister to Hanoi to receive her new artificial eye. Later, Bung and Vung have another checkup with Dr. Cho.
Now Vang and Bang is growing enough for us to check the visual acuity. We found that both Bang and Vang has a visual acuity 20/20. It's a bad vision for the children at her age. Now I check for the regular examination.
Dr. Cho examines Vung.
Cô bảo là không cần nữa. I could see the tumor in the right eye. Now everything is, the tumor is inactive with the scar around, but there are no more tumor in the right eye. Yes, you stop one eye and the other eye is the same. Bố ơi, tắt đèn cho chị.
Dr. Cho examines Bung.
Ai đúng rồi, giỏi thế nhỉ. Nào, nhìn thẳng một. Now I think everything is okay. The old tumor is inactive and there no more new tumor.
Has been cured of retinoblastoma. Both of Vung's eyes were saved through the early detection of the disease. Both girls may have died without this specialized training. In memory of those who lost their lives in the Mu Kang Chai floods in August 2017. The follow-up filming to Bung's village was cancelled as a result of this tragedy. Bung and her family, luckily, were safe.